33-year-old Glenda Thompson is drowning in €36,000 of debt. Not that she'd know it.
I just bury my head, pretend that the problem isn't there, and still go out and shop.
She earns €20,000 a year, but saves none of it. Most goes on designer gear for her 7-year-old daughter, Leah.
On average, I could spend maybe €200 a week just purely on clothes for Leah. Absolute bargain.
Glenda faces bankruptcy. Meanwhile, her relationship with her husband, Peter, is at breaking point.
But it's just gone beyond belief because the money is not there.
The penny's beginning to drop for Glenda. Now, Benjamin wants to help her understand why she's ended up like this. He calls her for a meeting in London.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Nice to see you again. Have a seat.
Thank you.
You talk about it as an addiction. Is that how it feels?
It doesn't matter whether I have €100 in my purse or whether I have €1. I need to go into a shop and spend that money.
Do you think that one of the things beneath this might be that you're enjoying beauty vicariously through your daughter?
I think part of the reason that I spend so much money on Leah is that if I go into a shop, obviously because I have weight on me, I very rarely find anything that fits me. So rather than go home and feel really, really down, I kind of try to make up to me through Leah.
How compulsive does it feel?
On a Saturday, we'll go somewhere where there are shops, which I know, like deep down, that Peter doesn't enjoy or Leah doesn't enjoy, that it's purely for me.
So how come Peter doesn't say no?
I probably would throw a major tantrum.
So when did that start?
That's always been an ongoing thing from the time we've met. Like we've had our, like everyone, we've had our arguments, but yeah, basically I think if I don't get my own way, yeah, I do. I would throw a tantrum.
And was that a feature of you as a child, as an adolescent?
No, I don't think so.
No? You want to tell me a bit about your family?
I have 2 sisters and I have 1 brother. My eldest sister is Sinead and my younger sister is Lindsay.
There's got to be an element of competition there.
I try to keep up with them, but I can't.
So the 3 of you had a child roughly the same time?
Yeah.
And then the race was on?
Absolutely, yeah.
So why is it that you can think you win that by having better clothes and a better dressed daughter?
I don't know, I suppose I just don't want them to think that I'm different. That if they can go out and buy clothes, I can do it too.
You have a very negative self-image, don't you?
Yeah. I think my biggest thing is my low self-esteem.
So what do you think other people think of you when they meet you?
I think a lot of people think, oh yeah, she's bubbly, she's a good personality, but I sometimes think that that's a front that I put on.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't actually know what's going on underneath.
The sadness.
Yeah.
And beneath that, the anger.
Yeah.
And that's what you take and you deal with at home and you deal with in the shops. And other people don't see it.
No.
And so you're alone with these feelings and alone with the behaviour that comes from the feelings. And hate yourself for it.
Yeah.
And yet you have no one to talk to about that. Do you think the spending is how you survive that place?
Yeah, I think so.
Does it ever work?
No, well, it hasn't up to now. It kind of made me talk about things that I've never talked to anyone before. I've never revealed. Although they've always been there, I don't think that even I realised that I had so many issues.
She's desperate to feel more confident about herself. And the only way that I could think of to achieve that in a very short space of time is actually to invite people here who know her and find out from them what they really think about her. Have a seat. Hi. Come on in. I've asked you to come here so I can learn a little bit more about Glenda from you. I know what she thinks of herself. I'd like to know what you think of her.
Benjamin wants Glenda to hear what they have to say. What they don't know is, she'll be listening in.
So who'd like to go first?
She's a very hard worker, kind, caring, and always up for a good laugh.
Extremely funny.
Strong.
Strong.
Yeah, very strong. She's a very bright girl.
Bright.
She is very
she's
bright.
clever?
Yeah, she is very clever.
Yeah?
Never admitted to the fact that she was clever. Like, if you say, God, you know, you're very clever, well done. Oh, not at all. Like, you know, it was nothing like.
She's my school friend.
But I don't think she's as confident underneath it all as what she comes across.
You know,
So she's bright, she's fun, she's happy, she's good for a laugh.
She doesn't give herself enough credit.
I mean, it sounds like you all really like Glenda. Love her. But do you think you really know her? Hands up who's not afraid to know Glenda better. Because I have something to show you which will help you to understand Glenda a bit better. Yeah? You'd like that?
Outside, Glenda suspects what's about to happen. Her deepest insecurities are about to be given a very public airing.
I think a lot of people think, oh yeah, she's bubbly, she's a good personality, but I sometimes think that that's a front that I put on. That they don't actually know what's going on underneath.
The sadness.
Yeah.
And beneath that, the anger.
Yeah.
And so you hate yourself.
Yeah.
And yet you have no one to talk to about that.
I think my biggest thing is my low self-esteem.
How do you feel about that?
I'm shocked to hear her say she hates herself. I think that's extremely harsh.
And to think that she's had to hold all that in and feel this about herself, it's very sad.
This may seem like a very odd way to help you build your confidence because it's really showing the most raw part of you to your closest friends. But I think that this will help. And what I'd like you to do, if you can, is come with me into the room and be with them.
I'm just doing my lippy again.
Are you all right to do that?
Yeah.
She gives herself a minute to compose herself and takes the plunge.
Glenda, how did it feel watching that tape? What else do you want to say here?
I think the reason I was so worried is because I see myself as such a failure.
There's no need for that. No.
You see yourself as a failure. And you didn't want anyone to know you felt that?
No.
Because you thought they'd abandon you?
No, but you shouldn't have to feel like that. We're all here to help you. We just obviously didn't realise how bad you felt, like, or how harsh you are, but we're all here. And nobody would think of you any different, like, if you do come to talk to them. They're going to still love you the same and think you the same.
Do you feel that you'll be more confident that you can be yourself in front of these people?
Well, I don't really have a choice now since they know.
Now, after this very, very intense experience, you get to go for a drink. And we're going to see just how confident Glenda has become. I really hope this will work, and I'm thrilled because she does have friends and she does have family who love her and who care for her. They don't mind that part of her is broken, that a part of her hates herself. And in fact, they almost love her more because of it, because they know it in their hearts, and now they know it in their minds. And I just really hope that this is the kind of confidence that Glenda really needs.
8 weeks ago, Glenda Thompson presented herself as the most serious spendaholic to date. Now, with plenty of family support and understanding, she's finally moving towards the possibility of a debt-free future.
I think it's changed me a lot as a person. My outlook is more positive. I'm spending more time with Peter and Leah, which is a good thing. See, the issues are still there, but we are dealing with them. But the difference is we're dealing with them together as opposed to me just taking it all on my own. I think I have achieved much more than I ever thought that I would.